Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back. So a couple things of note. If you have not seen my most recent community post or one of my most recent videos, I'm sick. I'm currently waiting testing results from the disease that shall not be named, or virus that shall not be named, rather. Anyways, the show must go on, and I ran out of pre-recorded videos other than my Nexomon Let's Plays to release to you guys. So we're just going to deal with the horse voice, okay? So Chainmonsters released a brand new beta phase 2 reveal trailer that goes into some of the new changes to the game, because if you remember what Chainmonsters first looked like when we got our hands on it, it was actually like a pixel art demo. The game's undergone a ton of different changes. Now they're introducing a new mechanic, which we'll get into shortly in this video, and some other stuff as well. So I figured, why not show it off, and we can sort of see what Chainmonsters is doing different from other games in the genre. If you don't know what Chainmonsters is, it's an MMORPG. It's going to feature 2-on-2 combat, overworld encounters, open world, more MMO features than something like Temtem. Like, I think it's supposed to be like a full MMO, whereas Temtem's kind of like a single player game with MMO elements, if you would. I mean, technically, Temtem's an MMO, but I feel like Chainmonsters and Untamed are more like traditional MMOs, if that makes any sense. Like, it's not just that you have all the same people in the same world. There's actually like more MMO-esque features and stuff like that. But anyways, we'll get into all of that in a bit. Let's just dive into the trailer. Damn, I still remember what this guy looked like as pixel art. See that again. Look at that. He made some gains. Okay, so we got a day-night cycle.
Welcome to Chainmonsters, a massive multiplayer open-world monster taming RPG.
You see that? They use the word monster taming, okay? Everybody's got to use that word.
You are a new recruit at the famed N-Corp organization with
Or
the
words.
unique ability to investigate and capture the creatures living alongside humans on Ancora, otherwise known as Chainmons. As part of our continuing efforts to share the development of our game and let you influence decisions as part of our community, we would like to share with you what's coming in Beta Phase 2. We are happy to reveal a brand new gameplay mechanic, your home base. While your journey in the massive open world of Chainmonsters takes you to various places and
That is a shiny chip leaf.
on many adventures, you can also relax on your very own personal island. Here, you can craft, assemble, and customize pretty much everything to your liking, including furniture and cosmetics. You can even place various crafting stations, workshops, and houses. Both the exterior island as well as the interior of your main building can be customized. The possibilities are endless.
Okay, so this is definitely like a step up from the housing mechanic in some other games I've seen. This is kind of like similar to Anaton's mechanics, except for you get an entire island that you get to sort of customize. A lot of games, especially like online interactive sort of MMO-esque games. Temtem's an example. I'm not trying to bash on Temtem. I'm just sort of noting the differences. Temtem or Gaia Online is another example, a game that I played like over a decade ago. It's like a browser-based game, but they did have player housing as well, and all the houses were just put on some like generic map, and there were like so many slots or whatever, and then like you could go to the next map, but it was basically the same, and like there were just thousands of houses lined up. And Temtem's is kind of like that too, and that's not too uncommon. I don't remember how RuneScape's works, but I'm pretty sure it's similar. This is definitely a step up from that. This again kind of reminds me of like the way you can build houses in Anatons, which is definitely an interesting mechanic. It also depends like what you're going to be able to do with the house as well, right?
After decorating your dream home, invite your friends over. have dinner parties, and enjoy the beautiful sunset. Maybe participate in some private skirmishes. Later on, you will
I'm too much of a loner to do that.
also be able to place farming plots and get additional resources right from your garden.
Okay.
New blueprints, recipes, furniture, and cosmetics will be available over time as new story chapters and open world islands are released. What are you going to create? The housing will be available for all players in an upcoming testing event during Beta Phase 2. Next up are some important changes to the overall world and battles. Thanks to our Kickstarter and closed beta players, we were able to gather incredible valuable feedback over the last 6 months. Chainmons in the open world are roaming freely and can be encountered in various ways. Some of them are hiding and might surprise you if you are not careful. The new battles are happening right in the game world, where you encountered a wild Chainmon, sometimes enabling unique situations and opportunities to watch out.
See, I like that this is becoming sort of the norm with 3D monster taming games within the last year or two. Like, overworld encounters, and then now we got games like Chainmonsters and Untamed having, like, I guess technically Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, as well as Legends Arceus, having, like, battles that take place right in the world where you are instead of going into some separate screen. I like that. And overworld encounters in general are awesome. We see that in Monster Sanctuary. We see that in Monster Crown. We see that in this game. And like, I definitely think more games should incorporate overworld encounters. They're definitely a great addition.
For example, if it is currently raining, then all Chainmons will be affected by the wet status effect.
I forgot to mention this when I was talking about what the game's about. So, Chainmonsters' sort of caveat with its battle system is it has like a chain reaction sort of. It's hard to explain. I don't really fully understand it, but basically, like, the different field effects can affect like what sort of chain reactions occur. So if it's raining, electric type attacks can do more damage. If you hit something with, I think it's like a plant type move and then a fire type move, there's like an effect too. There's like different ways to chain certain attacks. So that'll be interesting in the competitive scene, depending on how complex it is.
Making them more vulnerable to electro-based attacks and therefore strong chain reactions. Oh, by the way, the brand new day-night cycle not only creates some beautiful scenery, it also affects certain species of Chainmons that are more active at different times of day.
That's cool.
Some
Okay.
other hidden mechanics.
Can you imagine he just gets hit by lightning?
Mechanics, our user interface also received a major overhaul.
This is nice.
Assembling your squad, saving and loading presets.
Okay, so this looks like okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. So you can take 4 chain monsters with you, and I'm guessing these ones at the bottom are from your PC box or whatever the equivalent to that is. This looks like it's gonna take take place from the player house. I'm assuming because the bridge kind of looks like what you'd assume would be in front of one of the houses. I'm not sure exactly how that works though.
Sets at any given time enables you to be flexible for any given situation. That's all for today, and we hope you enjoyed the show. Sign up for a free account at chainmonsters.com and join us in Beta Phase 2 on iOS, Android, PC, and Mac shortly to try out the brand new housing system and so much more prior to official release.
Yeah, so I'm always getting a lot of questions about free-to-play Android, iOS monster taming games. Chainmonsters is going to be free-to-play. You could sign up on their website. It's right here. I will leave their Twitter and their Discord linked below if you want to check those out. But other than that, yeah, I want to see more from the game. I want to see what other sort of features they have planned and stuff like that. Like I want to see what this beta 2 feels like before I have any like big judgments. But so far it looks like they're taking a lot of steps in the right direction, because I think early on the game didn't really have like a core identity. It was like, okay, well, it's a monster taming game. It's an MMO, but so is Temtem and so is Untamed. Like, what does Chainmonsters do differently? And I think now they're starting to really like, okay, we have like this new housing thing. We have these chain reactions. Like, they're really trying to like focus on making the game more unique. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how it progresses. That said, if you are a fan of monster taming games and want to stay up to date on the genre, definitely subscribe to the channel, because I put out new videos every single day, even when I am basically dying. So definitely subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.